That nigga beat who that? He beat Howard 111. Nigga Howard trash, boy. And then he had a nerve that.
Hello everyone, I'm Larry.
Shit, that nigga in the group me, that nigga said he wasn't joining your league.
The biggest stage in sports. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Cowboys.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports.
And then Howard gonna tell me, hey man, why did y'all give him the win? You don't know who would have won if I'd have played him.
We've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Howard ain't gonna be.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good hurdle.
Hey, you see why Howard didn't go back in the A. You see Howard didn't go back in the AFC again. His ass ran back over there to them Saints. Nigga ran quick. Nigga, shit, hell no, I'm not playing Jerry. Fuck that. It's not kicking my ass.
He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Yeah, what's happening? Huh?
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a good gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Yeah.
That play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain.
It ain't no but that or that 123movies.com. You can go on now.
A first down carry for Foster.
Shit, when I be going on it, it be working.
48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned.
I done went on to that shit was working.
Coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd down following the run.
I think it's another one called Rainerland something. I forgot the name of it. It's Rainerland something.
He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Short yardage, it's the fullback Miller, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process, 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the... And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. Wow,
nah, Howard.
If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stopper, at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had the feel of something.
123movies.com.
Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them.
And you don't see what?
They've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
I don't know if it's on there. I mean, I ain't watched 123movies. Or
the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs. They'll file away.
I don't know. I ain't watched that.
To stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
If I'd have watched that right there, I'd be probably looking at that on my Fire Stick.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He finds his man. It's Austin. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves,
that shit right there is straight.
Take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone,
yeah, that's straight.
Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past.
I remember I used to play that video game a long time ago.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you.
Oh yeah, D and the D. Oh yeah.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Yeah, that's it right there. Go hard.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big third down conversion.
Fuck my phone.
Prescott. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Thompson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
Yeah.
Now Foster on the toss. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the quarterback position.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They keep it in the hands of Foster, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So it was a drive.
Boy, I ate up a whole quarter for 3 points.
Sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result. Yeah,
this nigga playing. Nah, then they got it on 8 minutes. Shit, I ain't finna play that long.
But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a
I don't know.
seems like a bad result.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2.
Thank you, going, nigga.
2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL.
Man, my knuckles hurt.
They want it in every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline,
she's doing real good.
Backfield there for the loss. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Boston, the man in motion left. Now they try the right side here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Downs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, these linebackers have gotten to their spot, got their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. and they took big advantage of it. Went the other direction. Excellent blocking and picked up a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Yeah, you're embarrassing them because you talking loud. You're supposed to do it on the slick 50 side, like. Yeah, like you supposed to turn your head and be like, hey, y'all listen to him, watch this. If he hear you saying it, he gonna come over there and then he gonna be like, he know you talking to somebody. Mm-hmm.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wade. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun.
This shit don't never do what I want it to do, man.
35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
Back to throw Dobbs. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
They'll go again with Foster. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Oh, that nigga spent and broke both of them niggas' ankles. That nigga broke both of their ankles.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That nigga broke both of their ankles, Binky. I'm talking about ankles. Nah, nigga, like I broke yours, nigga. Yeah. You know I gotta keep him. You know I gotta keep him around the champ. So I'm his champ. Nah, these niggas that I'm playing, I had spent broke that nigga ankles. 2 of them niggas, he try to make both of them. Ooh, come on, man, grab that. There you go. There you go.
That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
That nigga hit that nigga hard and made that nigga cough that bit up. Frederick picked it up. I'm glad them niggas got good awareness, boy. Nah, nigga.
Again, Foster running right, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be
my ears itching.
Down.
Man, I'm finna get ready to get up off of here, y'all.
Second down, Prescott. Forced out to his left.
Shit, I'm gonna get at you niggas. Alright.
I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They'll hand off to Foster. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A give left side, Foster. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Dobbs. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go now. 3, 9,
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
To throw is Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's got room. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Is throwing. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Dobbs. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. And on 2nd and 10 now. Here's Dobbs to throw. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's Dobbs to throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Let's go!
On second down, Dobbs. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go! Ryan 38!
And the back goes into motion. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Austin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go!
To throw is Dobbs. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Let's go. Run.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Foster, and he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. 3rd down here.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will make the lead now 26. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. David Irving able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says,
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now here come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run, it's Foster. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it's a lot easier to stay upright.
And he loses the football the second time. I call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Neil Sterling, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
All right, here we go.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll try the right side with Foster. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott, a quick hitter, complete. It's Thompson, and he'll be knocked down sideways. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Going with a fullback, Miller. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They pitch out to Foster. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check, Patrick. All right, here we go.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
Like the way it sounds, Frody? Yeah. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me